Hi guys, Firmbie with you, and welcome to episode 25 of 15-minute makeover here in Car Mechanic 2015. Great to have your company once again. Now here we are back in the garage, and we have for us today the Maserati MC stradale, and as you can see straight off the bat is quite a lot of parts we actually have to discover. And they're not actually giving us anything. 89% is our magic number today. So as I said, quite a lot of parts we need to discover today. So we might actually use the examination modes. There we go. And see if we can't discover some of these parts before we actually get in and start taking some of these parts off. So we'll just use the OBD scanner first, and it tells us the catalytic converters are shag, so they'll have to come off. The next one is the compression tester, and let's see what, nothing appears on the compression tester, so that's a good thing, so we don't have to pull those pistons out or crankshafts. So the last one is the electronic meter, and that gives us NAFL as well. Okay, so at least this actually gives us a decent start. We'll whack it over on the test path and see if that actually gives us any other clues as to what parts need to come out. Now, while we are going through the test path there, guys, just in case you aren't familiar with the series, it's just where I grab a car out of Car Mechanic 2015 and yeah, see if I can repair it up within 15 minutes. As I said, we've got the Maserati MC stradale today, so looking at repairing those parts up to 89%. So the problems we were looking for there, find and fix the running gear problems. So that's what we're looking at, running this through the car through the test path there. Sloppy car steering, and that should have been fairly obvious when we looked at the examination tools there, and louds when accelerating. Now that'll be your part of your exhaust system. So as you can see, a lot of the rubber bushes there, lower suspension arms that we discovered when we use a test path there. So that becomes a quite handy little resource actually. As you can see, we're starting to get some of these parts discovered. It does make your life a lot easier because you don't actually have to go digging for so much. It gives you a fair idea of where to start looking. Often it'll give you some of the parts, and as you're pulling those parts out, you actually find more that you need to locate. So as I say, it's just a good starting point. Now guys, if you happen to have stumbled across this video on YouTube there, just go out and check out my channel. There's quite a few videos on Car Mechanic, and I've done quite a few of late. Yeah, just don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment sections, guys. If you enjoy the content, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you so desire. If you give a thumbs down, guys, just let me know what you didn't like about it, how I can improve, that type of thing. Your feedback would be greatly appreciated. Now, if you missed on the last restoration I did, guys, it was on the DeLorean DMC, if I'm not mistaken. So if you missed that one, you might want to go and check that one out. As I said, one of the DeLoreans now in the game that was actually in the game from the last DLC, if I remember correctly. So they go the DeLorean DMC-12 and a DeLorean Sci-Fi. So for those who don't know, the DeLorean obviously based on the car out of Back to the Future movie. So with Michael J. Fox. So yes. Speaking of which, I also did a couple of full restorations. One on the Del Rey Custom, and speaking of the DeLorean, I actually did a restoration on the DeLorean Sci-Fi. That was quite a good build actually. I quite enjoyed that one. So if you missed that, go and check those out as well. They're listed on the channel as well. So let's get these parts out there. Some of them, as I said, we did discover when we use those examination tools, others not so much. A lot of these parts you can actually see when they are rooted. So as you can see that the rubber bushes there, you can see he's greyed out, so he can come out straight away. We'll spin around the other side here and see what we can pull out this other side Some of that exhaust system is brown and rusted. Rear muffler section, it can drop straight out like so. Rear shock absorber, it needs to come out and get replaced. Some of these will be able to get repaired up, the rest of them, beg your pardon, is the ones that can't be repaired will just need to be purchased brand new parts. Trying to get to that wheel hub bearing, actually, as you can see there, wheel hub bearing here slides out like that. Wheel hub bearing at 7%. Starting to get most of it. We've got one more part not discovered. Find and fix any running gear problems. So running gear. We've looked at most of the running gear. Several rubber bushes there. Rubber 96%, so it's not him. Rubber bushes here 93%, so it's not him. Okay. So it's not any of those rubber bushes there. Perhaps on this side. Let's have a look. What do we have here? 97, so it's not him either. So as you can see, just pull out these rubber bushes because generally they tend to be the culprits. 9 out of 10 times actually. I wonder if actually that spring doesn't look too healthy either. I'm wondering whether it's actually that spring. Shock absorber, front spring 6%. I reckon that was it. It was too, you know, front spring. And it's often as easy as that. You just a part that you've slid straight past and didn't see when you was taking the other parts out. So it's as easy as that. But let's get over to our repair table. Repair up as much as we can. And that's in fact looks like that's all we were able to repair up. It wasn't too much that we were able to repair up at all. Most of these we will need to purchase brand new. So we'll actually go into our inventory, as you can see, and just have a look at what parts we actually need to purchase. A lot of the muffler parts there. Just using our tablet to get into the exhaust section and purchase some of these parts for the stradale. As you can see, what I'd like to do is, as I've purchased the parts, is get rid of the old parts straight out of the inventory, just so it doesn't get cluttered up with too much crap. I mean, you can sell them all at one hit if you so wish. If that's how you play, then there's no problems with that at all. But that's just the way I like to do is as I purchase parts and get rid of the old parts, and they're no good to anyone, so and get rid of them. What have we got there? Front exhaust remaining to purchase. Where is he? Front exhaust pipe V8. That's the one. Brakes we don't need. Running gear. There's a lot of parts actually in the running gear section we'll actually need to replace. So. Might even see if we can't purchase most of them in one hit. There is actually quite a lot there for a repair. I mean, if it was a restoration, then that sort of amount would be normal. But for a repair, that actually is quite a lot. So anyway, let's get in there and purchase all these parts that we do need. While I am purchasing these, guys, as I said, you know, if you do like car mechanic content, then let me know about it. If there's a particular car that you like to see featured in Car Mechanic 2015, then let me know in the comments section. If there's something that you enjoy, something that you like to see, something that you didn't enjoy, yeah, just post it down in the comments section, guys. I'd love to hear from you. Any feedback like that's greatly appreciated. What else do we need here? Tie rods, generally a couple of inner tie rods and also a couple of outer tie rods. There's a steering rack, get rid of those inner tie rods. What we left here? Rear shock absorber, wheel hub bearings, front sway bar B. So I'm just going to the rear section. What do we need from the rear? Rear shock absorber cap. One of those. Get rid of that. Front sway bar. Oh, better get those shockies before we move on too much further. Well, we've got front sway bar Bs. Wheel hub bearing. Get rid of that. Front sway bar. Just right. As you can see, just right. I found that actually works quite well for myself too. As you can see, I've just been riding front, and you get obviously all the parts that you acquire from the front, and then doing the same for your tablet, and then going to the rear, which obviously just it's a matter of riding rear in the search engine or the search bar, and it comes up with all the parts that you need to be replaced from the rear of the car. So as I said, that just works for me. You might have a slightly different way of purchasing your parts. If you do actually have a slightly different way of purchasing your parts, guys, let me know about it. I'd be interested to hear how you go selecting your parts and finding the correct parts for your rebuilds and restorations. So that should actually be all the parts that we actually need for this particular repair. As I said, a magic number again is 89%. So we didn't actually manage to repair too many parts up at the repair table. Generally, you're able to repair quite a lot of those parts up, but I'd say 80 or 90% of those parts we actually need to purchase brand new ones. So we're actually spending quite a bit of money on a repair, which is a little bit unusual, but it's nice to see. As I said, the restorations generally is where you spend your money. So on this particular build, you have to spend a bit, but it's like everything. You got to spend money to make money, don't you? The old business ethic coming through there. So let's get these parts whacked straight back on the rear shock absorber going on now. Oh my goodness, words and English this morning, guys. It's just not coming out. But again, I'm actually trying to get this audio track down for you straight after work. So just looking at the clock now, it's 7:30 AM, and I've just come off a 12-hour night shift. So I've been up since about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So needless to say, it's been a long shift, but as I said, I just wanted to get this audio down for you and get it out to you as soon as I can. So you'll have to bear with me if I sound a little bit tired and grumpy, but yeah, I'm sure you'll excuse me while we get this repair done. So the front exhaust going there, the catalytic converters popping straight in like that. Suspension arm tightened up. I've also made some modifications to the workshop there, guys. I don't know, hopefully you've noticed that. Yeah, let me know if you like it, whether you don't like it, whether you like the colour scheme. Just I was going to say recolorized. That's not a word, is it? Yeah, just change the colours around in the workshop just for a bit of variety. So yeah, let me know what you think, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, whether you want to go back to the old colours. Be fantastic to hear from you. Let's get that wheel on, tighten those nuts up after those parts have been put on that side. We'll come over to this front quarter here, spring going on there, the front shock absorber, front shock absorber cap, and these rubber bushes. We took a lot of these rubber bushes out unnecessarily. Most of them, if you recall, were like 92-95%, and they're all fine. So we're just taking that out just to locate the last of the parts that we were looking for. So yeah, as I said, most of those were fine. get the stradale wheel on here, and we should be getting very close to completion, guys. And green lights across the board, which is fantastic. All repaired up to the required amount, so our money spent on job was 3,777. Bonus for completing the job was 1,888. Bonus for completing the task was also 1,188. Gives a total earned of 7,553. Alright guys, thank you very much for your company, and I look forward to it next time.